Hello, fellow roller skater friends. My name is Diana. My pronouns are she, her, and today I'm going to share my tips on how to cope with performance anxiety. A bit about me. I grew up going to the roller rink with my aunt, and around the time that I got old enough to not need a babysitter anymore, I unfortunately stopped going to the roller rink with my aunt. Fast forward to today, maybe 20 years later, and I fell in love with roller skating again while in quarantine. During my regrettably long absence from roller skating, I've been dancing and I've also been working as a freelance photographer. I'm telling you all of this background because I've been in a ton of different situations where I've had to work through some performance anxiety. For example, I normally do not speak in front of the camera, so this is something that is completely out of my comfort zone right now, but doing the best I can to get through this so I can share with you. I'm doing my best to get through this so that I can share with you the knowledge that I've learned over the last decade or so that have really helped me cope when I've experienced performance anxiety. So here are some of the things that I've found help me calm my nerves, and I hope that they help you too. Find inspiration. Think of someone who really inspires you. This could be a friend, a family member, a musician, an actor, anyone. This should be someone that you admire, someone that you can channel whenever you feel stuck or uninspired. This person could also change depending on the scenario. Whoever you choose, make sure it's someone that makes you feel really empowered. Another tip is to surround yourself with things that make you feel powerful or things that you love. It could be anything. It could be an article of clothing. It could be a letter or a note from one of your loved ones. It could be a stone that you keep in your pocket. It could be anything. Whatever you decide to surround yourself with, you also don't have to acknowledge it to anyone else. This is just a reminder for you that if you ever kind of feel really uncomfortable, you just think of this little thing, and hopefully that gives you a little jolt that will help you make it through and kind of calm your nerves a little bit. My next tip is to listen to something that makes you feel confident. While being a photographer doesn't give me nearly the same kind of performance anxiety as, let's say, performing in front of an audience, I still get a little bit nervous. Listening to music that I love helps put me at ease and quiet those inner voices of anxiety. Just know that you got this. All you have to do is show up and do your best. My next tip is give yourself time. Don't try to do it all in one day. If you have a really important performance or meeting, or even if you're just setting aside time to skate, you want to make sure that you're not scheduling something right before or right after. You want to give yourself time to adequately prepare before you arrive. You don't want to be stressed about arriving on set and now you're expected to perform, but you had no time to prepare. Make sure you give yourself enough time right before. On the flip side, you don't want to schedule anything immediately after this, because what if you're there and you're worried about making it to your next thing? You don't want to be stressed about that. You want to be able to focus on exactly what you're doing while you're there. My next tip is take care of yourself. Have a small snack beforehand and make sure you've had some water. And if you can, do something nice for yourself afterwards. If you didn't get a chance to eat before, maybe you want to stop at one of your favorite spots and get yourself a treat. Or maybe you decide that the rest of your day is going to be filled with curling up on the couch and watching movies. Whatever feels appropriate, do something that soothes the anxiety that you felt up until now. Those are my day of tips that don't take a ton of preparation compared to these tips I've got for you now. This first long-term tip is to film yourself by yourself. Find a space and some time where you can be completely by yourself and just do whatever it is that you are really feeling that you need to release. So if that's dancing, awesome, dance it out. If it's skating, put on your skates and just try to have a good time. I know it can feel really uncomfortable at first to have that camera on you, but just know that you are truly by yourself right now. No one's gonna see these videos of you unless you decide that you're gonna show it to someone. This also doesn't have to be shared with anyone ever. This is just for you. I can totally relate to feeling camera shy. I've been taking self-portraits for like a decade now, so I'm pretty comfortable seeing photographs of myself, but I've only been taking videos of myself for the last 2 years. And I will definitely say those first few videos, watching them back, I was so uncomfortable. I'd move in ways that I perceived were awkward, or I was just overly critical of myself. But with every video I'd film and every video I'd watch back, I'd get a little bit more comfortable. Even in the same session on the same day, I'd find the things that I'd really love and I'd make a mental note of it. My next long-term tip is to dance in the mirror. Seriously, I truly think that mirror dancing is a healing process. Whenever I'm feeling down, dancing always helps pick me up. It's something that will totally change my mood once I'm listening to good music and I'm getting lost in the movement. Sometimes I'll even just take a short break when I'm working from home, because a good song will come on and I can't not dance to it. This doesn't have to be a long thing, it can be short, but if you're feeling it, get dressed up in your favorite outfit and just let loose. Just know that everyone dances differently. Maybe you just want to dance with your hands, or maybe you want to jump around, or maybe you want to practice some isolations. Everybody moves differently, so do whatever feels good to your body. So, those are my tips. As with any advice like this, use what's helpful to you. Don't use anything that doesn't resonate with you. Some of these tips might not be your thing, and that's totally okay. These are things that I need to do in order to prepare whenever I'm going into something where I know I'm going to have some anxiety. Like anything else, this truly takes practice. Hopefully this will help you to embrace all of you, whether it's in photos, videos, in audio recordings, and in real life. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.